Dear students, welcome to DM classes on literature. I have already discussed the first unit of the biography Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, written by Steve Jobs. The first unit we have seen the early life and education of the famous entrepreneur, the CEO, the founder of Apple Incorporation, and according to the writer, before commencing any work, starting any work, you have to trust in something. You have to trust yourself, your destiny, your courage, your life, your karma, or anything like that. And without trust, without confidence, without love, no great work, no great success is ever possible. Now come to the second unit, or my dear second year arts, science and commerce students. We have to learn several things from the life of this genius Steve Jobs, because it is a life changing, career transforming story. Now in the second unit, the writer in his convocation ceremonial speech tells the audience about his loss and love. Love and loss go simultaneously together. Now, first of all, we know the first computer designed by Steve Jobs and his friend Steve Wozniak was designed in the garage of Steve Jobs' father. At the outset, it was a two-man venture. It was an undertaking taken by two classmates, and that too in the garage of the former's father. Now, what led to the loss and what led to that love is the main theme of the second unit. And you see, when the two, Steve Jobs and Steve Woz, started designing the first ever computer, that is Macintosh, the writer Steve Jobs was only 20 years old. And within a span of only 10 years, when the writer was approaching 30, a great change, a great event, a great disaster betook in the life of the writer. What is that? Within this 10 years time, this two-man business expanded so much that it turned out to be a $2 billion company, that means 200 crore company within 10 years. And from these two, the number of workers in this company reached 4,000 within a period of 10 years, a decade. But before reaching 30, a disastrous situation took place in the life of Steve Jobs, the founder, the chairman, the chief executive officer of this company, that is Steve Jobs. Due to some overburdening because of work pressure, the two friends could not manage the company, and they took the service of the employed a CEO to aid and assist them. And due to turn of events, founder Steve Jobs and the new employee, new CEO were of different opinions. Their views did not agree. There was a dispute, there was falling out, and it so developed that the directors of the company they supported the appointed CEO, and on the recommendation of this board of directors, the founder of this company, Apple Incorporation, was dismissed from his job, dismissed from his post. He was driven out of his own company. जो स्टीव जॉब्स जो एप्पल कंपनी करथिले, जो फेमस आमे देखुछन्ती आजिकल लैपटॉप देखुछन्ती, कंप्यूटर देखुछन्ती, मोबाइल देखुछन्ती, तार जे कि प्रतिष्ठाता स्टीव जॉब्स से माने तांको कंपनी रु विदा करदेले. You see, when this is the situation, an ordinary person could have committed suicide, could have become maniac, mad, a lunatic. But what happened to Steve Jobs? That he did not do that. You see, he was believing on his own talent, his potentiality, his courage, his love of work, and his own fate. Now he tried to reconcile, to patch up, and he visited the houses of David Packard and Bob Noyce, two directors, begging, approaching for them to reinstate him, to give him his former employment, but nothing was fruitful. Steve Jobs, जे कि कंपनी प्रतिष्ठाता, कंपनी प्रथम मालिक, चाकरी विदा गला परे से कंपनी जो सब डायरेक्टर्स मान थिले तांको पाखे जाई कि क्षमा प्रार्थना करिसंती, तांको पुणी से तांको पूर्व पदवी रे अधिष्ठित करिया पाए. कहीं ना व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ए मल्टी क्रोड कंपनी, ए जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी, in that case the decision of the board of directors is final. And here Steve Jobs was just like a puppet in the hand of these directors and the new CEO, and as he was not reinstated, as he was not given his former post and position, for some time he thought of running away from that Silicon Valley, from that area, not to show his face to anybody anymore. But at that time he found out that his love of his work was still there, and instead of feeling rejected, dejected, depressed and disappointed, he decided to start a new venture, start a new company, because he had faith on himself, he had love for his own work, and he trusted on his own ability. And within 5 years, what happened? He found out that he is being dismissed from his job was a blessing in disguise. 5 वर्ष भितर देखिले जे तांको जो चाकरी विदा करागला, गोटे बड़ पोस्ट तक विदा करागला, चेयरमैन पोस्ट विदा करागला, सेटा विदा करने द्वारा तांकर मंगल होइछि सिना, अमंगल किछि हेनि. कहीं ना इट वाज जस्ट लाइक ए स्वीट कोटेड पिल, ए बिटर पिल, स्वीट कोटेड बिटर पिल which can cure your malady or disease. साधारणतः आमे केते गुडे सो मेडिसिन खाती जेटा कि रोग भल करने सहित पार्टी की टिके स्वादिया लगे, भीतर पिता किंतु ऊपरटा टिके मीठा थाए. एटा जो डिसमिसाल it was just like a bitter pill for him. It was giving him bitter feeling. It was making him rejected and dejected. But later on, within a span of 5 years, starting his new venture, he started another company named Next, and again another company, that is Pixar. Now these two companies were the first computer animated feature film company, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world, Pixar. Now this is the turn of events. Once feeling rejected, feeling unhappy, feeling disappointed, now became happy because he was able to establish 2 more companies. Okay. Now in the meanwhile, another very interesting thing took place in his life. He fell in love with a very beautiful girl named Lawrence, and now both of them are living quite happily. Now you see, sometimes we blame God, blame our fate, blame our nemesis when there is slightest provocation, slightest misery, slightest suffering. साधारणतः आमको जदि टिके असुविधा हैला, टिके कष्ट हैला, आमे भगवान को निंदा करंती, भाग्य को निंदा करंती, because we are not so talented, because we have no faith on ourselves, our talent, our work. And here in the concluding paragraph, the writer tells us that you have to find out what you love to do, what is your pastime. And all the young generation people must take note of it. Most often we go for a career which is planned for us by our parents, by our so called well wishers, although we have no interest in that work. And when we have no interest in the work we are employed, we are bound to fail in life. We can never become good workers, successful men in life. Therefore the writer tells every young man, those who are assembled there in that Stanford University convocation ceremony, don't jump to conclusions, don't enter into any profession, any work until and unless you find out what suits you, what you love to do. It may take years, it may take ages, but don't make a wrong decision. Don't accept others' advice as regards to what is good for you and what is bad for you, what is right profession for you and what is wrong profession for you. And once you find out what will be good for you, what will be suitable for you, what will be your favorite pastime, what work you love to do, then only settle down. And this love of work is not different from love of a boy or a girl. आमे जेमिति गोटे लाइफ पार्टनर हिसाब रे गोटे झियो किबा पुओ को भल पाउछंदी, सेमिति आवर वर्क विल कंज्यूम greater period, more time than our family life. आमे आमर फैमिली लाइफ रे आम जेति समय दउछंदी, आमर जो कर्म क्षेत्र से आम बेसी समय दउछंदी, तेणु करी वी हैव टू टेक राइट स्टेप्स. आमको देखिया पड़िबो को काम करिया पई आमको श्रद्धा अछि, आग्रह अछि, अर्थात जो काम आमको केही न कहिले आम से कामटा करंती. मे बी पेंटिंग, मे बी सिंगिंग, मे बी प्लेइंग, मे बी रीडिंग, any work. Only the work you love to do. When others are not coercing, others are not advising, others are not comparing to do. Only doing that work you will achieve success, because every day you will find betterment. तेणु आम जो कम करने को भल पाती से कामटा आमको कहीं कहया को माने बाध्य करते करने आ से कम कले ही आम दिन को दिन उत्तरोत्तर उन्नति हुए आम सक्सेसफुल हुंती. एंड देयरफॉर the writer Steve Jobs in his speech advises all the young people, those who had graduated, not to settle down on any work which they think not suitable, not good for them. Thank you all. I think you would follow the advice of the writer Steve Jobs, because you are all young men and you have a bright future, and if you want to make your future still brighter, don't let others decide your career. Thank you all. Take care.